want you to point me towards the place where you can prove that government, banks and credit card companies are furious that we still use cash, Rich.
Well, why would there be...
No, that's a question. I want an answer, my friend.
Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to give that to you right this second.
And here we are. First question.
No, because we're stuck on time, like you said. But I wanted to.
All right, I'll take that back. You can have as long as you want. Just point me towards one place right now where you can prove that banks, governments, and credit card companies are deeply frustrated by their failure to eradicate the use of cash, and then we can move on to how that leads to your conviction that the coronavirus situation is some sort of hoax. So just talk me through the money, Rich.
Right, because like I've said to you, the monetary side of things is about control. James.
No. You need to point me to the proof.
But you have to allow me to link it so that your listeners can make an informed decision of what are.
If you can answer my question, you can if you want. So just it's all one piece of evidence that shows me that banks, governments and credit card companies have been frustrated by their failure to remove cash from society. Just point me towards that, then you can link whatever you want.
I wouldn't call it that, you know, it's a frustration or provable frustration at the end of the day, because I'm not a banker, I'm not at the high level. But you have to ask the question, why would there be such a push? Why would there be such a push? So much money invested into something which they want to fail. They wouldn't. They'd want it to work, obviously. So that's why they're pumping so much money.
So I have no idea what you're talking about now, which at least makes two of us.
No, but if you allow me to link it...
No, you can't keep saying if you allow me to link it, you see, because you're talking gibberish. Where is your evidence that anybody sought to remove cash from the whole world?
Well, there has been trials done in America, where university campuses have only used chip and pin systems.
Yeah, we do it as well because it's much easier than carrying money around.
There you go, exactly.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you got me there. So, you got me there, Rich.
No, but James, listen.
Rich, I'm listening.
How is it always sold to someone? It's always out of convenience. It's always easier for you to go to a cashless society because you can have a chip on your card.
No. It's easier for me to use my card to pay for my coffee in the morning. It doesn't sign me up for a cashless society. So that's why I keep asking you the same question. And if you just listen to it, no, you can't.
The question. I just
right. So then point me towards one place where you derive your conviction that there is a global drive towards a cashless society led by banks and governments. Just point me towards one place, the seed from which the tree of your certainty has sprouted. Just tell me where you got it from.
Many interviews from Mr. Bill Gates.
Oh, mate, that's just nonsense, though.
No, but it's not, because you said that the gentleman before said something.
So I've got to go to the news now, Rich.
I love him,
and he's done it before. And he goes away again, convinced that he's, I don't know, been denied the oxygen of a... So just point me towards the source of your belief. Actually, no, come back, Rich. What words did he say in these many interviews that you've seen and I haven't? Give me the words that he said.
Well, he basically said...
Not basically. Right, what did he say?
He said that it would be a lot easier for human beings, on this planet to follow straight path to just out of convenience for society and everyone to work as a collective rather than there being...
When did Bill Gates say this? Because he's normally a lot more articulate than that, my friend.
Well, I said basically, you know, you put me under pressure, James. So
no, you're putting yourself under pressure by coming on national radio to make a point that you can't support, you see.
International radio, James. International.
I'm not letting you talk gibberish. I'm insisting that you base all of your claims in evidence. So when I go onto the internet during this news bulletin and I look for Bill Gates explaining why he wants to eradicate cash, how hard will it be for me to find that?
Not hard.
And then he'll explain why it's all designed to help him control the population of the planet.
Yes.
Right. Mate, I can't help you. It's 11:31. Holly Harris has the headlines.
JD Sports, the last potential buyer for Debenhams, has pulled out, and the department store chain is now starting the winding down process. 12,000 jobs are at risk. Shops will stay open for now, but all doors will shut for good if a buyer isn't found. The rise in coronavirus deaths registered each week in England and Wales is slowing down. 2,697 were registered last week. That's the highest number since mid-May. But the week-on-week increase of 9% is the lowest it's been in 2 months. And Lewis Hamilton has tested positive for COVID-19. He has mild symptoms, but is otherwise said to be feeling fit and well. The 7-time F1 world champion will now miss this weekend's Sakhir Grand Prix in Bahrain. The weather, chilly but mostly dry with some sunshine, clouding over in northern and western areas with some light rain and a few showers for the east of England. High of 9 degrees.
This is LBC.
It's Black Friday at Talk Talk. Say goodbye to 2020 and hello to a huge deal with the first 3 months free on our 24-month fibre plans. So say bye to broadband bills until...
Please donate today and give someone a crisis Christmas for £28.22. Go to crisis.org.uk. Thank you.
Leading Britain's conversation. LBC with James O'Brien.
36 minutes after 11 is the time. Oh, mate, Alan in Stain says, common sense says the banks want to remove cash, complete control over your finances if money is purely digital. Even you can grasp that. Alan, if you go to the Bank of England's own website, I'm told, and I haven't double-checked, but I'm told that you'll find... Oh, dear. I mean, what they're trying to do in some corners is create a sort of cashless option that doesn't allow your data to be kept and harvested by financial institutions. But I mean, how do you go from a conversation about why don't you believe in vaccines to Bill Gates wants to eradicate cash? And how does old Rich go away from, and he'd been on before, I apologise, I can't remember, but how do you then think, oh, I'll have another go? And if you'll just let me link this and link that and link the other, And then you have a little look online and you can see all of the things that have popped up on the programme today. And I get frustrated, but I don't think any of these callers are bad people. They are not the ones that are... I guess there comes a point, doesn't there, where you wonder where the line is between swallowing and spreading. You know, my line about contempt for the con man, compassion for the conned. At which point does a conned become a con man? I don't think any of our callers today fall into that category. They sound to me like dupes. And I want to help them. I want to show them to the light, because that works so well with Brexit. So how do you end up thinking, I'm going to ring him up and tell him why I don't have faith in vaccines? And I'm going to start by explaining how Bill Gates wants to eradicate money. And then you Google a couple of these key words during the break, or the nice lady earlier talking about fetuses, without knowing that you would struggle. I think you would struggle, and again, I'm not an expert, but if I don't understand something, I will go to the experts and I'll ask them. I won't do my own research on the bloody internet, because I'm not an idiot. Michael Gove's got so much to answer for, hasn't he? The country's had enough of experts. How's that working out for you, Mickey? So I go and I try and find out, and I'm told that human cell culture is going to be present in almost all medicines developed for human use. But still, you get a religious website talking about aborted fetuses, or you get, in this case, a Russian news site talking about Bill Gates wanting to eradicate money. I found one of Rich's sources, and it's Horlicks, absolute Horlicks. That's a figure of speech, because I can't use the word that sounds a bit like Horlicks to describe part of the male anatomy. I'm not in any way casting aspersions on the efficacy or the deliciousness of the well-known malt-based drink. But my goodness me, there are days, aren't there? There are days.
There are days, James, you're right. There are certainly days.
Good morning, James.
Hello.
Well, I rang A because I think I was incensed, and then exasperated, and then scared that
Yes.
so many of
Yes,
your
I like that. The
listeners-
3 stages of phoning. Go on.
It's just scary that people, when you ask them where they're getting their facts and figures from, they cite the internet, they cite Google, they cite Wikipedia, which anybody can edit and put misinformation on.
Yeah, but it gets edited. I mean, Wikipedia gets curated a bit, actually.